Shalom, Shalom, Ahab, Wa Baraka. First and foremost, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Waharakadash. This is one of my sons. He's taken an interest in the word, so I allowed him to come and sit with me during a very short class. You're just going to observe and quietly listen, okay?
Okay.
All right, so we're going to get into the 10 horns, and we're gonna get the closure on the 1,000 years, and we're gonna stop that. Oh, let's see. There we go. Little background for us, and some background sound, I should say. All right, so we're gonna go back into Revelation 17 and read verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. So the 10 horns represent the rulers and their governments. So in Revelation 17 and 12, every time I read Revelation 17 and 12, even though it might not be true, I always think about this. It always comes to mind because it says that they've received no kingdom as yet, but I know that they're not the king. But when I used to hear that, the first thing I would think of is like people like Elon Musk, Bezos, Bill Gates, Jay-Z, etc. You know, all these really rich people that are like kings but don't actually have a kingdom. But anyway, and then and how do they get that? They have to sell out to the beast. So, but the truth is, you have America, NATO, EU, and they're all doing, and they're all riding on the back of the 7 empires from the last class, which was, let's see if I can remember, it would have been the Greeks, Spaniards, Germania Major, Germania Minor, French, Greeks, Spanish, French, Germania Major, Germania Minor, of course the Romans, and there's, of course I gotta go back, and Great Britain. So, those are the 7 kings that the whore's riding on the back of. So let's go ahead and get back into it. So those are the 7 empires America's riding on the back of today. And of course, America is that 8th. And now let's go into the 1,000 years. So America is that the 8th. Let's go back over to Revelation 20 and 2. And he said, and he laid hold on that dragon, that serpent, that old devil, and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. Okay? So now we're going to go back into the 1,000 years one more time and just kind of be a little bit more clear on it and get a little bit better closure. The 1,000 years really began when the Roman Empire fell in 96 AD and was then ruled by Jake. But remember, it was still under like a Roman authority. Like then changed the Roman authority. Then they changed over to a Holy Roman Empire, and that's when how that happened is when Constantine combined pagan worship and Christianity together. That's the time period when the Byzantine Empire came into fruition. Fruition means the state or action of producing fruit. So this is when you could see, okay, these guys are coming into power. You can visually see it now that they're taking over. And so the Byzantine was also known as the Eastern European Empire. And from that time period until Isu came back into power, that was the full 1,000 years right there. And the Byzantine Empire, it's also known as the Dark Ages. So, what that being said, that's all I really wanted to bring out today about the 1,000-year period. But my son wanted to do a class with me since he's young. I don't want to get him stuck in an hour to an hour and a half. I want to, it's just like when you work out. You don't go in and grab the heaviest weight you can find. You start small and you build up. So with that being said, if you have eyes to see and ears to hear, I hope you were able to get something out of this short lesson. Shalom.